Welcome back, everyone, to Live at 9 from Peabody Place. Todd Demers, along with my pal Alex Coleman. We haven't had a chance to get together and do this show
Been a long time, man.
It has been a long time. Please, let's do that. If you have a hard-to-shop-for friend, or maybe you're a little bit tight in the budget this year, still some good ideas out there.
That's for sure. You can still give your friends and family something special without hitting all the holiday sales.
Terri Murphy with the Women's Wisdom Network. She's here with ideas for the truly priceless gifts. And I'm guessing that the priceless portion will be kind of like when you give of yourself, as opposed to laying down the plastic or calling on the phone and say, hey, give me a dozen flowers and get them here tomorrow. So it's like priceless kind of comes from the heart.
Well, you know, it's about giving and not spending. So how do you have a no spending Christmas? Well, think about the times in your life that you got something that was representative of someone's thoughtfulness of you, not the thing.
Right.
I mean, because that goes away. Remember that bike you just had to have?
You outgrew it, you forget about it.
You forget about it, the new outfit, exactly. So my good friend Viki King, who wrote How to Write a Movie in 21 Days, she's a Hollywood consultant and screenwriter, and I did an interview, and she said, let's talk about how to have a priceless Christmas. And today it's easier than ever when you think about it. And the first thing she talks about is giving coupons. Now imagine if you gave your children coupons so that they did not have to clean their room. Let's say you gave them 2 of them. They're not going to clean their room anyway.
Right.
If that gives them permission, that's kind of a fun little thing. And then it gives them incentive to actually clean their room because they got off twice or 3 times or whatever. She talks about lights, camera, action, which is perfect for television.
Of course.
And with little video cams, imagine having your family produce a movie for their grandparents.
That is a great idea.
How much fun would that be?
Right,
We're doing some of that now. We have that little flip cam
Exactly.
thing. And I mean, it's very easy, and you plug it into your computer, and your editing stuff comes right in front of you, and throw it on YouTube. That is a great, great idea.
Well, and here's another thing. Getting your grandparents or your parents to record about how you were born. Who was there? What happened?
Right.
That's the kind of thing that'll go away when the grandparents go away.
So Terri, what's the real feeling here when you can get the kids involved, when you can get the grandparents involved, when you get the family involved as a whole? What does this mean to them?
Well, it creates a memory that's forever, because things are not forever. And one of my favorites is a CD that that the kids can make of their favorite music for the parents, because parents sometimes can't download. They can do that.
I still can't download.
Did you see her look over here, Tom?
I still need help.
One of my little friends created some note paper stationery for her dad. He's a kind of a Harley Davidson weekend kind of guy, and she made him his own note paper. That's the kind of thing that's kind of fun. Downloading and scanning pictures from family albums and giving everybody a CD. Or if you have a few dollars, you can put that on one of those digital photo, frames.
Right.
So it's the kind of thing that it goes beyond giving things and giving of self. Now, one of the best ones I thought, especially for engaging your children, is we give them presents and that's gone. What if you created a life for another person, but it matched what these people did? As an example.
What do you mean by that?
Well, kids want a pet, but maybe they can't have one. So for $10, you can buy a goat through Heifer, HEIFER.org. For $10, you can contribute to buying a goat for a family that ultimately, if it works the way it's supposed to, the goat's pregnant, the goat has babies, it creates a lifetime stream of income for a family somewhere else.
Hadn't thought of that.
That is an ingenious idea.
What I'm liking about this, because over the past several years, I think with the commercialization, I think kids nowadays have just gotten more into the buy, money, item, gotta have it. Maybe now's the time to start getting the kids to be thinking more about giving of themselves, and that it isn't always these material goods, and they end up playing with a box after taking whatever was in out of it. It's like,
well, it also speaks to Gen X and Gen Y. They're very ecologically conscious and helping, and there's microloans. For $10, you can give a microloan to a family that can learn how to knit. They can take the Peruvian sheep, and what they call it knitting baskets. There's a microblogging site called Kiva, KIVA.org. But one of the best ones she talked about was breaking tradition and starting a new one. And maybe on Christmas Day, a good friend of mine collects and donated teddy bears all year long, and they put them in one spot in the house. And then on Christmas Day, they go to hospitals and they deliver these teddy bears to kids that are there over the holidays.
Oh, that's a great program.
It is.
Terri, is it difficult, though, to kind of change the mindset of the family, especially the younger kids? Or is it great if you start a little bit earlier with them, that we can really start looking at things a little differently.
Well, you know, our time with our families is so fractured because there's so much more going on. And if you have a kitchen table meeting and say, this is what we're going to do for Christmas, this is what, you know, let them author. Anytime you let everybody have authorship, it goes much smoother. And kids really get into it. They really enjoying the family issue part of this. So it's about giving of self and not spending. And I think that's one of the greatest gifts we can give each other.
All this information that we talked about today, you gave a couple of websites. Is there one main website that we can go to?
Well,
to get all
I
of
actually have this podcast on Women's Wisdom Network.
Okay.
It's with Viki King, and if you want to go to her site, it's vikiking.com.
Or we can always go to yours. It's right there on the screen.
There it is.
Women's Wisdom Network.
You too.
Great ideas. Thank you
Have a
so
great
much.
holiday.
Thank you.
Happy
Same to you,
holidays to you
Terri.
too.
Come on back anytime. You look great.
Well.
Always.
Thank you.
Always. We're going to take a break. Got some excellent music coming your way next.
Along with some news and weather. Stay right there. We're going to be right back.